Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're out here in this by the lake on a super windy day today, and let me show you that somebody had a question about the forest fire. That's the fire that was burning in France Canyon. It's actually moving to the northeast. It was used to be over there, now it's way back over that way. So it's about 10,000 plus acres and still burning. And there's another fire over around Pine Valley that's burned a couple thousand acres and 14 houses, and that's on the west side of the state. But out here, we've had nothing but white water and looks like an ocean out here almost. Sit around and watch the water swells come up and the little water devils floating around, and wind blowing at 50 plus miles an hour. But whew, what a day. Well, let's see. Look, my boss left me a nice 14-foot trailer to sit on. Isn't that nice of him? Needed a place to store it, and since I don't have a bus here, put it in my spot. Not a problem. It's almost like a dance floor. But yeah, this wind out here has died down a lot now since the sun's getting ready to go down, but it was crazy today. You have to walk around like this all day to keep your hat from blowing off your head. If it blew off, it's going to be 50, 60 feet away. And we had trees falling down up here. I heard cracking and falling, dead trees blowing over. And I know what it's like now, living inside of a tent in a windstorm. It's like living inside of an accordion. It's just flap, 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 back and forth. Even the windstorms in the Quartzsite area, which they have, one disadvantage of those, you get all the dust. Here, you don't get the dust. You just get the wind. and sometimes you can't see what's going to happen. It's so it's kind of taxing on a body to go through this much wind all the time. But what we're going to do on this video is we're going to talk about the bus repairs, or the bus itself, and what I decided to do with the repair problem. And two is, this is Zen and mine second anniversary of living in the bus. So what I want, if anybody wants to partake in this, is ask a question that you would want to see an answer to, or hear an answer to. And in the next video I'll put out, I will just answer your questions like, what's it like living in a bus? What would I do differently? What did I do and why, etc. Just ask some questions if you want, and I'll be glad to answer them. But this is our second year of actually living in the bus. So we'll get on here in just a moment and talk about the repairs. Just wanted to say real quick, I should have got this on video, but had a camper come down and she offered me a bowl of stew. So I said, sure. But the thing is, she's way up there in their RV with the family. And she said, come on up and get some stew. I just put it in the refrigerator. I got extra. So took the golf cart and the pup, and we went and got a completely full bowl of stew. So I had to balance the bowl of stew in one hand and the dog leash and the dog in the other hand, and drive the golf cart down the hill. And guess what? I did not spill a drop of stew. I didn't lose the dog, and the golf cart made it back too. So Zen has been smelling this stew and he had been licking his chops, but she was nice enough and gave him a dog treat. They have a pup too, so they gave him a dog treat, but I'm going to work on this stew. I think inside the tent where it's less windy. Oh, that stew was excellent. Oh, I hit the spot. I can't cook in the wind because my little burner won't heat up in this wind, so I got to just eat cold sandwiches or wait for the wind to die down. But thank you very much to the camper who offered me the great soup. There's a lot of meat in there. And Zen did the dishes. Yep, he cleaned up the dishes pretty much. He got some leftovers and he was happy. But let's talk about the bus. And as for the price of the part that they quoted me on the bus, I did some investigating and just to make sure they weren't blowing smoke, and they were correct because this is the first one. It's $1,100 core charge, which means wow, that's the most expensive core charge I have ever seen on anything. And the second one is Amazon. Yeah, you can buy these things off Amazon. You can buy everything off Amazon anymore. So, but once again, they're in the price range. And as for what I'm going to do, I had a lot of good uh, comments and feedback on that last video about the price of the part. Should I keep the bus? Should I fix it? Or should I find something else? And believe me, all of that went through my mind. You know, if I would have been somewhere else, probably besides here, or someplace where I could have a space to work on it, I would probably cross my mind several times. Get a different bus and have two buses, swap parts, all the, not the parts, swap all the interior from one to the other, and then get rid of the one. I mean, but then again, I've had this bus for 4 years now and been on the road for two. So you kind of get to know a vehicle and getting to know all of its little quirks and its craziness. But sometimes it still, throws me for a loop and makes a surprise out of something. But yeah, so anyway, it's my home. It's mine and Zen's home. And I'm going to keep it for several years. It's only got 92,000 miles on it. It's 20 years old. It's not even broken in on the engine and transmission yet. So yeah, I went ahead and ordered the part. They were able to get me a part for $5,100, which was the cheaper than what you saw before, and shipping. And so, what's going to curtail all this, pertaining to all this, is they're going to get the part which you saw. It's crazy looking part, with two little cones on the side and two little pumps on the top and plungers and I can see why it's expensive for one thing, but I'm glad I'm going ahead and change out the entire part and not just one piece of that system because it looks pretty gnarly. So yeah, they're gonna get that. So we got the part to be here. Today is the 22nd of June. They said a week and a half, so hopefully I'll have the bus back before the 4th of July. That's my plan. So I won't go on anymore and give you more details or any more updates on the bus because we're just waiting on a part. And so when the part gets here and things are working, we'll jump back in on the bus issue. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and keep the bus, and I like it. It's made for me and Zen. It's just that's the way it's designed. And if you think about, I even told my boss this. He was after he saw the price of the part, he about gasped. Everybody they gasp when they see this $5,000 part. But if you think about the expenses that I've had on repairs up to through this, probably be about $12,000 by the time they get through with this repair. And for the last 2 years, that just breaks it down to $500 a month, and that's cheaper than rent. And so, um, keeps you mobile. $500. You put the money back in a nest egg, and I got the money for it, so don't worry about that. It's been paid for. I already paid half of the part, so it's already to have it shipped. So I got the money for it. So I got some savings built up. But had a couple, 3 or 4 people on the comments, said, "Well, go start a GoFundMe," and I didn't really want to, but people are asking for it, so I started a GoFundMe. The link will be down in the description down below. It's all volunteer. Like I said, it's paid for. I mean, I get the money for it, so whatever is donated is just going to restock my savings account. Um, but so hopefully we can get out of this Total cost of less than $7,500. We'll see what happens. And they're going to replace the brake module, and I got two wheel sensors that are broken. They're going to replace both of those, and also do a transmission service. Since I don't know when it was done, but then I'll have a record of it going forward of when it can be done again. And so, and that's where we're at. But yeah, we're going to keep the bus. We're going to change the part. We're going to make it work. We're going to just go on with our lives and chalk this one up as that's what happens when you know, in your life. And hey, that's what happens. Things happen. So I'm glad that everything is working out, and I'm able to be here, living in the tent. I'm making money to pay for the repair, and also that will help, refund my savings. That's going to be depleted a lot, but not deplenished, replenished. Hopefully with my money from camp work here. So yeah, we're just going to take it in stride. Things happen, you know, and I'm just waiting to get the bus back because tell you what, I am ready for it. Um, but yeah, so we're going to get the bus fixed, and we're going to drive, and we're going to continue on with our adventures here, me and Zen. And no, Zen is not getting his own channel. This will be the Tom and Zen channel, not just the N Zen. But right now, he is over laying in the shade by the picnic table. I'm parked myself on this utility trailer that's here in my driveway, and going to enjoy a nice sunset back there. Um, you see the upper level? That's not clouds. That's smoke from another forest fire. Yeah, welcome to Utah. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go on. We're going to have ventures. We're going to don't worry about it and chalk this one up as a learning experience, a living experience, and this is what happens in nomad bus life. It'd be the same thing as being in your home. You know, you need a new roof, you need a new air conditioner. That's five, six, seven, eight, 10, 15,000, 25, $50,000. You do it. It's your home. Bus is my home. So we're gonna make it work. So thanks everybody for watching, and we'll continue on with our journey around the campsite. And like I said, we're going to pause the information on the bus until I know more about it in a couple of weeks. So stick around, and we'll see you guys on around the campsite.